afternoon, I am Takamasak. Welcome back to Tales of Phantasia. Last time, really long time ago, I needed to go back to the More-lia gallery, which is here. Just, okay, right. Oh, you can land in it. Oh, okay. Wait. We haven't been to the future Morlia gallery, I don't think. We did floors 1 through 10 ages ago. But since then, other things have opened up to us. I did go into Douse's castle to get the Meteor Storm spell, which is non-elemental, which will be helpful in here. We're going to keep going down. So, there are a lot of preparations I want to make. I need to see what the shop sells, because I don't remember. I know it sells rune bottles for sure, but I don't remember what else it sells. I need all the gummies, basically. Just in terms of up. If you talk to that guard over there, I believe he says... this is just nothing. Aska! I believe that guard just says, hey, there's a new thing opened up in the northeast there, so... Seafood, baby! Alright. So this all should be new in here. Alright, what do you got to say? Through that southern door is the lower caverns. Heading down, take care. Peace camp for Morlia expedition. We're trying to recover as many dwarven artifacts as possible. The dwarves sure made some bizarre... That's true. We still can't stop these naturally occurring, or whether the dwarves carve them out, them slebs. Powerful monster. They are not kidding about this. These are the... I'm gonna just... Yeah, these are the most difficult battles in the game. I believe this dude is an inn. I don't... What is back here? Nothing. Did we come... Oh, we must have come through here once. But... Anyhow, what I want to do... I don't know where anything is off the top of my head, so if it's not sorted that way, I'm going to sort it by this. I want to use my rune bottles. It's a good idea to put these to use as well. I mean, you might as well. Anybody who is a... Oh, I guess I could use the inn. I'll give her some HP, her some HP. Don't forget you can switch it back from 10% MP to 10% HP using a rune bottle as well, if that's your... Oh, I don't have any more. Okay. I don't know why I've been hoarding those for so long, but there you have that. I have a rune bottle. Yeah, I see I have more already anyway. I'll just use the one. Get a red sage. I will use that in. I work for Alvinist, the government supplied, but you ain't no government person. Okay. So this shop, okay, it does sell all of the gummies, which I already have a stock of. You want full life bottles? It's a good idea to have a holy bottle just to see something that comes up. A lot of food here. I quit using food a long time ago. But here's this. We should have more than enough money at this point. So what I want to do really quick is use all 15 of these on... Where did it go? Let's go to O for orange gummy. I'm going to get 15 pine gummies. And I'm going to go through and do that for the remainder of the gummies. It's not fully necessary, I don't think, but I think it's better safe than sorry. It's a good idea to have a couple extra rune bottles as well. If you don't have any holy potions, don't worry about it, because I'll show you why in a moment here. It's just a very, very small scene. You can get pine gummy. I gotta restart this again, because it's all marked. Actually, this won't take all that long, so I'll just show... there are actually a couple items I want to. Rune... I know my alphabet. Okay, we're gonna do that also, actually with the mixed gummy. I'll get a full stock of Miracle. And then, that's probably good enough. I'm more concerned about the MP than I am the HP, honestly. Even though everything in here hits like a truck. Or can hit like a truck. I will get another stock. So I did 3, and I still have 1.7 million gold, so we're doing okay. So what I want to do here is I'm going to put him... I need him to have... just some preparations here. The Gorgon Amulet. There are things in here that can petrify you. I'm going to switch up... Why do you not have a shield? Apparently I've never gave her a shield or the mittens for whatever reason. I'm gonna get rid of this because this is, well, it's junk, but it's good to not have the thing I want equipped. I want the jade rings unequipped. I don't know how many I have, but I think I have a fine amount. So what I want to do is I want to upgrade those. Don't forget, if you have a Lotus perfume, you could probably use that to get your discount there. If for whatever reason you're hurting with money after all that, so a room. Did I not sort it? I didn't. Okay, I have miracle gummies, that's fine. I want to go to jade rings. I have 3 jade rings, so that's good. So we're gonna upgrade these to fairy rings. So what that does is makes it so instead of a 1/3 discount, mystical rune's gonna stay because that is just an absurdly good item. I'm going to put this, which is half HP instead of 1/3 reduction. So I'm going to give that to these guys because they will use it. Not so much, really. I don't know why I made a 3rd one. Not so much on Mint because Mint's not really going to be using a whole lot of HP or MP. She's going to use some. She might be just fine with the mental ring, honestly. And I believe that's pretty much all the preparations I need to make. You can, if you want. If you have the money, you might as well get all the gummies and stuff as well. Like a full stock of, what is it, pear gummy? Or is pear the MP one? If you want. It's not a terrible idea. It's never a terrible idea. But anyway, in we go. Let me actually take a look here. What do we have in terms of... Yeah, call many spirits. Maxwell's not really useful here. Luna is not. Origin and Aska can be. Or Shadow and Aska have their uses. Let me get Arch real quick. Firestorm's pretty useless. Again, has like a little bit of use, but if you have this, you might as well just, you know. And I think we're good here. And as far as Mint goes, I'm mostly gonna control Mint. So this is what happens. If you have any holy bottles, they all shatter. I've seen reports in some guides that if you don't have that, then like it blows up your remedy bottles, but that's not the case in this version. Even if you were to go out to Elvenist or whatever and buy more, oh god, just difficult to begin with. This battle is very annoying. So what I want to do, I didn't mean to, hold on, we need magic. I want Mint. What I want Mint to do is Hammerhead. Homie already in cast mode here. So what I'm trying to do is prevent, anytime you see those guys, try to prevent them from casting Lich. Because they're gonna spam cast it. It's not super damaging, although it will kill Class here in that instance just because he is low on HP. Man, hot start. Life bottle. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even escape this, honestly. The battles take a while to run from. The problem with having them on autocast is that they always they prefer to attack the guy in the front. And the problem with that is the homie back there spamming that. And that's obviously terrible. Oh, the lag. I'm by Arch. Or not quite by Arch. Okay. So let's see if I can get the wheels back on this here. Okay. Actually, oh, okay, that's fine, actually. I wanted him to, or did I already life bottle? Homeboy. He's already got that off. Damn. He's not even the annoying one. The Tuskboar will just completely charge you and just completely try to be in your face every 10 seconds. I'm gonna try to just, if I can get him stunned. They're not that hard to stun, so wow. He's usually not that bad. Plus just got mowed by that Tuskboar. I'm making this look harder than it is. If I can just get rid of the first one, that'd be great. I want to... Ideally, what I would like to do is get that boar pushed back into the rest of them. So I can just... Oh, she's resurrectioning. Wanted her to raise dead, because the other two are so weak. Actually, the rest of them are weak. Okay. Yeah, he's already back to doing that nonsense. How to make things look way more difficult than they are. Barth dead already. It might be quicker. I'm just gonna reset. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try a few less noob tactics. I need to be a little quicker on the draw. I pushed the wrong button, so that's it. I just pushed the wrong button. That's the only reason I got murdered by that stuff. Just about. You don't want to fight this. He is instant death. There is one way to kill him, or two ways to kill him. I believe if you use a lemon cake, or I don't know if I have one. What's the other? A mahjong tile? Totally not worth killing. I don't think I have either one. H-I-J-K-L. It doesn't appear that like I have either one. So I'll just show you. You can try to attack him all you want. Everything's gonna do 0, and he just does 9999. So it's not any better than the other battle. But the urchin's designed to just murder. Oh, that is terrible. I don't want to be resurrected there. Although if you have Arch in your party, you're invulnerable. So I usually don't run up to the urchin this early. So this is arguably the most humorous start I've ever had to an episode. Now I'll do that, and then I will use her magic to not so dead. But yeah, if you have Chester, you need to be a little more careful, because obviously Chester is on the ground, and Homie will just destroy your soul. So, a lemon cake and a mahjong tile, if I didn't say both of them, I believe can kill it, but it's not even worth killing, because I don't think you get a lot for it. So, what's the point? And we're back with Ice Child. Ice Child is probably the easier of the battles in here. I say as I'm about to get murdered by it, I'm sure. They don't really have anything that's too strong. I still have Teleport and Soul Edge. The main thing here is for Kless is just to keep everything on the same screen, so Origin and Meteor Storm can do their thing. There's one dead. I will chop it. Alternatively, you could hammerhead them again. I think they're slightly susceptible. You will meet up with Hell Lords in here too, which we ran into earlier, except for now they're killable. You also get a boatload of experience in here. You can leave at any time and go rest up at the inn. No shame, it's a little difficult in here, obviously. So, the first episode's pretty much going to be showing off some of the battles that can happen in here, including but not limited to Mim and Ash Cola. I don't remember the Mims being all that difficult. The Ash Cola is the thing in the back. That thing has a defensive barrier, like was that Undine that had that barrier where she's immune? Something like that. Or I think actually Undine was the Seraphim looking thing. These things you can stun fairly easily. I'll show you what she does when I get closer. Class is pretty much all Ash. That's what you want to be careful of, especially when using teleport like I am, because you will teleport directly on top of it. If you're going after these things, they're not as bad. I'm going to kind of spam here. I think the Ash Cola has... Or no, actually, that's the Mim, sorry. The Mim has a decent chunky amount of HP, which is obnoxious. Try to hammer it, I guess. If she's all up in your ass, it's not a terrible idea to... Oh, I got her anyway. Good. If she's stunned, teleport also works very great for pushing things back. Is she weak to that? She is not very weak to that. Got quite a look, though. Okay, now you can knock her out of that by hitting her with any magic. That's why I want these guys to just pretty much spam, spam, spam in here. It'll get a little old because the spawn rate is high, medium, whatever you want to call it, normal. See, my thing's a little cut off there, but you can see most everything in here. Jesus, she's not usually this aggressive. Just wow. Plop. And she's right back to it. Great. Hopefully she'll be out of that by that time. I'll do it myself. I won't do that myself. I'll do it myself. Come get me. Ha! Did it myself. I don't need party members. Again, they usually don't, like, charge me like that, so... Here we go again. Making this much harder than it looks. It's really not that bad. Hey, I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Allegedly. Resurrection. There, just like nothing ever happened. Lord. But at least it gives you a feel for enemies maybe you want to leave over there and spam. Speaking of leaving over there and spam, these guys, if you're far away, they have a snowball attack, and if you get close to them, they also have... the snowball attack isn't really that big of a deal. Especially when you're immune to cold. They do have... When they're close to you, they have... I don't know what they call it. It's like a... It looks like a big icicle spikes come out the back, and he'll be basically reflecting damage just like the Mim did. So just another thing to just spam your spells on and just slap around a little bit. Hey, stop it. Alternatively, if you have... they're slightly susceptible to Hammerhead. Just be careful, again, if you're using teleport like I am. Might be a soul edge fight if you're working on that as well. Ooh! You're going to see a lot of Meteor Storm, and you're going to see a lot of Hammer. If I can get him to do his anti-physical attack. Doesn't look like he's too interested. Graphics glitch! There it is. That's what you don't want to see. That is how he is reflecting damage. So a teleport onto that is almost certain death. Should be dead for him. I'll go slap this guy in the corner. Graphics glitch! If he's dizzy like that, teleport's not horrible. You just gotta make sure he's not back to it by the time you... That's how most of the battles go. They're tedious and a little bit long, but doable. Most of these things you can't run from with the exception of the urchin. Okay, we already saw this one, so... Coincidentally enough, they drop ivory tusks that can be turned into mahjong tiles. Down here, some loot. Not great loot, but loot nonetheless. Can't carry any more. Why you would want to use a dark bottle in here? Oh, there's yellow cake, too. I guess I could use an orange gummy. Why not, if it's going to give us one. I am not going to immediately get all the treasure here, because actually most of the treasure in here is just garbage. I don't know why I gave it to him instead of Class, but... there's a lot of low-level items and accessories that we already have from other dungeons. It's not really worth fighting these battles to go get them, for the most part. If you're curious to how deep this goes, it goes to floor 20. Here we have... Oh, God. Wild Wolf is one of the more difficult battles in here. If you want to kill him, they can potentially drop one of the better weapons in the game. I think it has either the best slashing or the best piercing damage in the game. I don't recall which one. You're going to get a free one that is roughly equal. I'm going to keep my distance. Maybe I can hit him with an acid rain to lower his... But if you're anywhere near him, he will rip your face off. He's got an absurd amount of HP as well. I think like 50,000. keep your distance, slap him about. He'll drop that, whatever the weapon is. I don't recall what it's called off the top of my head. Oh, I'm actually immune to whatever that is. Huh. Fire attack? But he'll drop it as a question mark weapon. And to make matters worse, I believe he can also drop, like, long swords in that version. As a question mark weapon, which is really obnoxious for how tedious he is to deal with. Again, if I could get him in the corner and just teleport his brains out, I would do that. He doesn't have a... He doesn't have a thing where he's immune, like either the snow dude or the Bigfoot, or the Doom dude. But I want most of the people to keep the distance. I don't mind Kless getting close because he seems to be able to handle it on his own. There he goes. So if I can get lucky, he's really not worth the experience. 100 or 3,000 is just trash for that. So there's a chest here. You can see kind of how garbage the treasure is in here. A life bottle, which I actually need to put to use. Have put to use. Man, I have not had that many problems with the Mim coming in here. She is aggressive this run through. I'm just getting absolutely railroaded by that thing. I'm gonna play it a little more safe with the Mim from now on. If left to her own devices, she will sit back and spam indignation on your party. So if you don't have any lightning resist, that could be an issue. What was I looking for? Pine gum. Got homeboy there. So I have additional rune bottles to make more pine gummies and stuff. Ice children can cast tidal wave, but that's not really that bad. They're usually grouped, so. Okay, Sakuram are, as you can see, they're Maxwell clones, including having the ability to go into their molecular attack. So I'm going to sit back. Sometimes one comes straight for you with the molecular attack, and then you can hopefully stun them before they get too aggressive. They don't have a lot of HP, but that if they double molecular attack, then it can get kind of iffy. But if they're just going to hang out, then I'm okay with that too. They are reasonably susceptible to being dizzied. Whatever you're doing, stop it. Yeah, see, they're not really too bad. So I'll get in one more fight. They're going to drop a lot of bows. I think that's a better bow for Chester. I don't use Chester, so I don't care. Might be the best bow for Chester? Question mark. But I just wanted to get prepped up and then show some of the battles. This battle is very dangerous. All of these things have, or they have like a death voice or something like that. I'm gonna spam, or the flowers have a death voice. Where they can just lay out your entire party if they want. It's unlikely they'll hit everybody with it. But again, it's more about getting everything on the same screen so I can potentially try to stun and just spam. I haven't too much luck stunning them. Thankfully, they don't have a lot of HP, as you can see, but that instant death is not to be played with. Okay, Banshee is fine. We can take the Banshee. Put a chopper in the face. She sees it coming. Can't do anything about it. Ugh. No, whatever you're doing, stop it. Pop. Weak shadow. I got a quick question mark bow. Okay. I think this is a fairly decent spot to stop. Hi. Well, I mean, there's an end, and you probably leveled up a couple times. Alright, that was actually a battle with the Wild Wolf, and it dropped a question mark weapon, but it looks like it was just one of these, which would be a longsword. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think I have any single-use weapons, which is really obnoxious, because I don't know why they would add that to its spawn pool. Yeah. I don't care about anything else. So he ended up dropping a short sword there, which is very unfortunate. So I'm going to pause here at floor 16, because I'm going to get carried away showing battles. There's still a couple more battles to see. I think I showed all the... or at least most of the particularly nasty ones. Just with the Hell Lord, just do the same thing I did with the, or tried to do with the Beast Lord, is get them stunned. Get them stunned with Hammerhead, and then wail away on them in a corner after you get to them. I don't have much strong tactics other than ground and pound, so anyway, that's it for now. I'm Takamasak. See you later.